Bum, 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 bum.
On both ends. Yep. Just waiting for.
Just waiting for the sound check. Of
Hold on. Let's see. What do we sound like over here on the?
the sound check. The sound check. Of
Hold on. Let's see. What do we sound like over here on the?
the sound check. Sound check. Wow, that's really loud when I get close to the mic.
Yeah. You are not whispering. All right, guys. Good
All
evening. Good afternoon.
We
whatever
are
it is.
live, and this is the first week of this is the week of transitioning to different days off at my day job, and I'm feeling it. Just to be fair, I was normally off at my day job on Mondays and Tuesdays. I've been at work since Thursday.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. Since Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 7 days straight. And not that I can't do it, but I didn't get any overtime pay for this because of the fact that it straddled a week. So I'm pretty much fucked that shit. All right. To be fair, if I'm gonna be working that many days in a row, I want to at least get time and a half. Call me picky, whatever. But that's not how the contract works. It's not based on days in a row. It's based on days in a row during a pay period from Sunday to Saturday. So basically, I got like a high hard one. Okay.
What's going on over there?
Can you share it on Facebook?
I don't know.
Here, wait. I'll just do it. I can do it.
Hold on.
I
will check because some things I've recently. I shared it to my profile. Yes, but I recently got in trouble and put time out on commenting. So.
I'll also share it to my timeline. It is now public, but I think it's on my timeline too. So it's not only on the network, but it's also on my timeline and on YouTube. So you should be able to see it. All right. So, yes, Facebook is slow. Okay. All right. So where was I? So this is now my new Friday, basically, where I'll be off the next 2 days, and I'm trying to do some shuffling around to try and figure stuff out, because I will tell you this right now, I released Comfortable Lies first thing in the morning, because after day 5, I start getting like real fucking tired, like real tired. Mind you, that's 90% of why I started doing things like the network, HHD, Comfortable Lies, ILMT, encouraging Donna to really start pursuing. Oh, hi, Amy. There's James Freeland and Amy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Good evening.
Also, I just friend requested Amy. Amy and I are friends now.
Oh, awesome.
Figured, she sees me enough via your phone that I guess maybe, we can be friends.
Heck yeah.
Anyhow, so I was like really off my game. My Comfortable Lies was late because I was just so exhausted from work. Yeah. And it's not like mental exhaustion. Like my brain's like, yeah, you can do this, but my
fatigue.
My body was like, you need to go lay down, motherfucker.
And the cats are great nurturers.
Yeah, and my nap enforcement agency, the NEA, the four-legged furry bitches, they kind of encouraged napping, and I just I asked out on Tuesday night on the floor in the living room.
Yeah.
And woke up and it was like almost 12 o'clock, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then I tried to get the video uploaded, but it was going to be 45 minutes. And I was like, "Fuck!" And I just I gotta lay down because I had to go to work today at 3 in the fucking morning. So that was yesterday. I actually got one today too, just to say, but that's why I have nap
sessions.
Encouragement officers. It kind of helps me, remind myself that I'm not a machine all the time. So, I am going to end up reshooting that episode of Comfortable Lies, not anytime soon. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it stand. It's on the scientific method and how stupid people in America are. But I'm going to reshoot it in an interseason, as an interseason episode. So whenever I'm done with season 2, before I start season 3, somewhere in the middle of that, I will reshoot the scientific method video, referencing the fact that it was during a real difficult time, personally wise, as far as my schedule is concerned. So I felt I needed to redo it because I don't think it was good showmanship. It's also the reason why, despite the fact that I had everything set up to do a permutations video, I have not yet done that. And that is sort of what today is actually about. As far as, I'm sorry, James. You didn't get a nap today. That is sort of what today is about. Being kind to yourself. I run a schedule that probably is not the healthiest. I'll be quite honest. I am go. While I'm at work, I'm thinking about work when I'm not at work. And when I'm not at work, my ass is in this chair 99% of the time. You can ask Donna.
Yeah.
And I'm doing paperwork. I'm adding merch to the Sacred Agora. I'm working on my own musical education to help transfer that knowledge to students for musical education. Researching stuff for Comfortable Lies. Healthily wading through the cesspool of Facebook memery, and all of this is really just to deliver the product of myself to everyone else in the attempt to get out of working for an employer. 100%. That's 100% what I am about. I am about getting out from under an employer. By the way, you should definitely check out next Tuesday's Comfortable Lies when I talk about Dolly Parton and how we should probably lynch part of this country for what they said about her. I don't know if you're a Dolly Parton fan, but that's the teaser for Comfortable Lies. Anyhow, basically, I'm not as kind to myself as I tell other people to be to themselves. Sometimes you miss things. Sometimes, I've skipped out on even the live at 5:30. I think it was twice. Right? Twice. Since
at least once.
I know it was definitely one time, but I feel like it was twice. Anyway.
Maybe that was due to Seizure Girl.
No, that was the B&B.
Oh, okay.
That I cut short because we were playing together, but the light was bothering you, and the reflection from the base was fucking you up. So we cut B&B short.
I cannot make such shiny.
The second time we did B&B, we cut it short because you got triggered, and then I had to.
Trigger meaning inducing a seizure, not snowflake.
Yeah,
trigger.
She didn't get angry. She got shaky. Anyhow, so I have talked about this before. Before we went to our network theme for live at 5:30 format, I talked about being kind to yourself and Karen, James, being kind to yourself and yeah, sure, hold yourself to a schedule. Yeah, sure, your dependability is going to be directly related to your profitability. If you show up, you will eventually make money. Snowflake. You will eventually make money aside the most like egregious market issues like, oh, I'm going to sell salmon smoothies. Nobody wants a salmon smoothie. Just in case you were wondering, that is actually an economics example of why the labor theory of value kind of isn't 100% valid.
He's going to be a weirdo.
What?
There's always going to be a weirdo.
Well, no, it's like how
But
difficult is it to make a salmon smoothie? Well, fishing for salmon is a very difficult and dangerous job. You acquire that salmon, you make the smoothie, and even if you spend 5 hours of your life generating a smoothie, it's not going to be worth anything to anybody because no one's ever going to fucking buy it because that's fucking gross. Anyway, not to meander through the topic. The reality is that showing up is important, being there is important, being dependable is important. Yes, absolutely. But you have to be kind to yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup. If you are not kind to yourself, eventually your product is going to suffer, regardless of how great or good at what you do you are. Sometimes you do need to stop and take a minute. And your body, if your body's letting you know, then you are way too late. Because you'll already, if you look back after you've rested, you'll already see a lot of the mistakes, a lot of the errors that you were doing. And it's very important to be mindful of where your limits are. I'm not a limitless automaton and automation, whatever. I'm not limitless, and neither is anybody else. Everyone has their own threshold, obviously, but you have to remember eventually you're going to reach that threshold and you're going to be like, I need to stop. And you can't really beat yourself up over it. You can't feel bad about it because it's something that happens to everybody when it's burnout syndrome. You burn out. And the important thing is once you start seeing the signs of it, you take the time to recharge so that you don't burn out and burn away, because that's a business killer right there. And having the web at your fingertips, having your place of work at your fingertips, sometimes you can just be too present. So tying into the whole Web Presence Wednesday, ta-da! We come to the point where it's, yes, you have to have web presence. Yes, you have to be there. Yes, you have to have that personal relationship. But you also have to take that time for yourself. Stop, drink a cup of coffee, smoke a J. I don't care what you do. And yeah, go to empirecbd.com and get yourself some relaxables. Yeah, smoke a hog leg. But do whatever it is that you do that you need to relax because you'll be better for it. Your business will be better for it. Your customers will be happier with you. That's not to say don't be accountable. Say, I had to take personal time. We live in a culture where calling in sick and taking personal time is like looked on as a bad thing, and you need to break that. That's employer employee mentality that you really need to get out of, because the fact is, if you don't, you're going to burn out. And that mentality comes from employers not giving a rat's ass whether or not they burn their employees out. This is late 1800s, industrial revolution America thinking. I know I'm guilty of it. I'm 100% guilty of it. When someone calls out for whatever reason, my first thought, I even catch it. I may not even say it, but I catch it in my head. Fucking dick. And the reality is that you only have so much time, and you got to take the time for yourself to make sure that you're doing the best that you can for yourself. Whether it's whether it's smoking a hog leg or smoking a J or just chilling on a beach somewhere, or whatever it is that you do that helps you relax. You need to do it every once in a while. You need to, and sometimes if your schedule is too full, sometimes it may be a wise decision to take a step back and go, you know what? I need to have some me time and just unplug for our day. I can't really be the arbiter of how much time you need to take, because there is no universal answer. Everyone's, like I said before, different. So yeah, in the wake of me being at work 7 days straight and trying to plow through the exact same schedule with no days off to help make all that happen, yeah, don't do that. don't do that to yourself, because if you look at this past Tuesday's Comfortable Lies that got released on Wednesday instead of Tuesday like it was supposed to, I haven't even really shared it or promoted it at all. That's how unhappy with it I am, and to the point where I know I'm going to have the recording for Tuesday's Comfortable Lies done before I go back to work on Saturday, because these days off, I have the time to actually dedicate to making a proper recording. If I can get it edited by then, that would be gravy, but I'm not really holding my breath on that. So I mean, there's that. The reality is that I even recognize in myself that, sometimes, excuse me. Thank you. I even recognize in myself that you can push yourself way too fucking hard, way too hard. And you really need to take a step back and absolutely, let people know. Communication of where your limits are is good and healthy boundary making anyway. You should be doing that. If someone oversteps your boundaries, you should be able to communicate, hey, thanks, Vinny. You should be able to communicate, hey, I'm not okay with that, right? And it's the same with business. You should be able to have a definitive boundary where you go, okay, I have to actually stop and take some time for myself. What is the point of getting out from underneath the demands of other people if you're just going to put yourself under the demands of other people? Just because one's your boss and the other one is your customer doesn't really change that. Sometimes the perk of working for yourself, of developing your own business, is so that you can make your own schedule.
Yeah.
And that is a major perk, not only for your ability, your quality of life, your enjoyment of life, but also your mental and physical health.
Well, sometimes, well, for me over the years being epileptic, I couldn't normally, do that 9 to 5 work for somebody else because, the frequency of the seizures that I would have, kind of put people at risk and in jeopardy, on the job work accidents or
How did someone
whatnot.
get hit in the head with a wrench?
Right, or get
Donna had a
caught
seizure.
up in a machine or something because I did a lot of factory work in the past, but
Who was driving the wheat thresher?
right, and so I had to find means and be creative about being my own my own boss as an artist. Your clients that commission you to do your thing, those are your bosses for that short period of time, but they don't really control your time manage how you manage your time on a project. You got a deadline, but you can pretty much set that. So for me, my first gig was selling bait to the bait shops as a kid. Really involved no investment. Pretty much just go and collect worms. So everything was just profit. And then I leveled up, but I've always been that sort of person that has just been an entrepreneur in one way or another, and most of the time it was out of necessity because of these problems.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's all that. Yeah, absolutely. Be present. Absolutely. Try to have a personal relationship with your customer base, and especially for nurturing new customers, new conversions. But know your limits and take time for yourself, and be kind to yourself when you do take time for yourself. I mean, it's important. It's as important to the success of your business as you being there. And as always, like I said before, there's nothing wrong with holding yourself accountable to it, saying, listen, I needed to take time. Sorry, I wasn't answering messages yesterday, but I needed to take time for myself, because you're supposed to. That's the whole point of doing all of this stuff, is to be able to take the time for yourself and your family and actually live your life, as opposed to spend it 40 plus hours a week working for somebody else. I mean, I will tell you right now, really, Ferris, of all people, really.
Everybody's getting to know Ferris.
That it's where was I? Damn it, Ferris.
I don't know.
This is why we can't have nice things, Ferris. Anyway, yeah, 40 plus hours, instead of working for somebody else for 40 plus hours a week and spending, a third of your a third of your life, half-ish of your waking time, just generating income for being employed by somebody else. Granted, you may work more hours, but the freeness of your schedule once you are no longer working for somebody else kind of makes up for that. Like if you're working 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, but you're working in like 2-3 hour increments. You work 3 hours and then you let's say, for example, you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you work for 3 hours doing your paperwork and your emails and your this and your that. And then it's 9 o'clock and you go and you make breakfast for your family and you guys eat and you relax. And then like 11 o'clock, you're back to work till 2, and then pick the kids up from daycare or whatever, and then and you break your day up like that. No, you didn't go off topic, really.
Oh, okay.
Not really. Not really.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so a 10-hour workday, 7 days a week, doesn't really seem as unmanageable as I have to travel to this place, be there from X time to X time every day. It's a world of difference. So yeah, you may work more hours having your own business, but you definitely won't be as stressed as working even less hours for somebody else. I think that's pretty much everything we got. I covered the topic. I covered it well, I think. I think we're going to do pork shoulder steaks for dinner time. Pork shoulder steaks for dinner time, maybe. I haven't decided. Maybe. Anyway, have a great day. Stay safe out there. I will see you tomorrow for Theory Thursday, which I still don't have a topic for, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But don't tell anybody. I'll fake it. And then, of course, on Friday, we have the special feature focus Friday, the Be Love pre-Valentine feature focus Friday, featuring Seth Anderson Bailey, author, vet, gun guru, foodie, and creator of the Zen the Fuck Up movement. There you go. He will be on with us on Friday to talk about writing and maybe guns and stuff and things and whatever. And it should be a pretty awesome show. There actually may be like a lot more people because he's actually advertising it, which is kind of weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so used to not having 7 or 8 people in here, and now that I do, it's kind of weird. It's kind of making me freak out a bit that we had that many people here. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It means that we're reaching people, which is it's a good thing. But it still kind of freaks me out. I didn't so much though. That nap did me some good. All right. Thank you everybody for coming by.
Check out the Sacred Agora.
Greatly appreciate all of you. If you wish to support what we do here and support any of our projects, the Sacred Agora is where you could buy merch, or if you're interested in learning about music lessons. Basically, the music lessons you can buy are just single one-on-one sessions. I haven't really packaged it to like a multiple thing deal outside of my Patreon, where I have a $15 musician tier where you get one of those one-on-one sessions for free, as well as some other perks involved in that. Make sure that you go to didactic.space and take a look at all of the projects and wonderful content from Donna Van Meter and her very, very many friends. The stream player is playing Comfortable Lies, as well as music from
Mad Ills, Payday Monsanto, Trillion from New Zealand. New Zealand. I can't even say it. And Tony Moon, my buddy Tony
Moon.
I love some Tony Moon. So yeah, check them all out over there on the stream. We'll be adding more new, fresh material soon as I embark on more and more projects. So what was that?
Vinny said, got the t-shirt. By the way,
Yes,
Vinny actually
yes,
has a
thank you.
T-shirt, and you should go check out Vince Easley's page because I'm sure he has a picture of himself with it on. And if he doesn't, get a picture of yourself with it on. If you want to catch other Feature Focus Fridays from the past, they are all put up on the network, mma.wordpress.com in the blog section. If you are interested in catching any of the previous interviews,
check it out.
if you like the Comfortable Life series, it is found here at harryfelker.wordpress.com. And if you are interested in music lessons, my website, myilmt.com, is where I offer free music education resources, and it's one of the methods to funnel your ass into the Sacred Agora to buy ILMT merch and one-on-one hour sessions. So there is that. Everybody, you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I will see you tomorrow for Theory Thursday. Say bye.